Ladies and gents, I can't believe I'm saying this, but No Man's Sky Frontiers is finally here, and it introduces the feature you've been waiting for in all of this time. Yes, alien settlements, you read that right, is finally a thing in No Man's Sky, and not only that, you get to manage it, you get to play in it, to upkeep it, to like influence the citizens and enact laws, and a ton of other stuff on top, so we will check that in this video. We don't yet have the patch notes from Hello Games, but we do have this intro screen right here in the new update. Alien settlements can now be encountered on all inhabited planets. Become overseer of a settlement to grow it from a tiny village into a flourishing town. More important, make important decisions about settlement legislation to keep population happy, productive, and thriving. Alright, so here it is, planetary settlement detected. This is the screen that you actually get when you encounter a new settlement. The thing is, I already got this, but my game crashed, so I'm just going to go over some of this footage that I was able to get prior to that. Essentially, if you're in space, you're going to get a new incoming transmission, and if you answer to it, it's going to point you right to your next settlement, which in this case it is on this planet right here, and this is kind of like the screen that you get once you land nearby. So you have located a struggling planetary settlement fighting against harsh conditions and constant sentinel harassment. Speak to the citizens to learn more and to assist them in their efforts to build the town. And then it also gives you like a few like details right here. Become overseer and help grow the settlement, make decisions about buildings and research to improve the town, assist the citizens to help solve their disputes, and collect the valuable products, you know, at the end of it. I think that the text cuts off over there, but basically this is how a settlement looks like. This is of course in the style of Viking, by the way. I believe that each civilization gets different style of buildings. Like for the gang that I encountered previously, they were different. Meanwhile, for these Viking, they seem to be a little bit more, you know, not as advanced, I guess, but basically this is how it all looks. And what we have to do now is to check out with the overseer right here, or well, the current overseer, I guess. But now it is nighttime and it already looks really awesome, by the way, so I can't wait to transform this into a fully fledged town. Hopefully we can create some other buildings as well. But where is the guy, by the way? Yeah, he is in his house right here. So now NPCs also have houses and, you know, other structures and cool things. Definitely new base parts that I believe you can also probably see in the new base building catalog. But yeah, we're gonna check with this planetary overseer right here. So Liquidator, I guess, Sippy, his name is different now. So it is good you're here to fight with us to the death, he mentions. So this settlement must be the source of the distress signal. What are they doing here? Building a life exposed in the harsh planetary conditions. So yeah, I'm just gonna ask about the distress signal thingy. And before I can speak, I hear the wail of a siren. So this is what happens basically. It kind of starts with a fight, a full-on fight with the sentinels. I guess they are attacking now. So everybody's running. Where's the sentinels though? Alright, so sentinels are now literally attacking the base, and will do so until I guess they take that down. And damn, these are the advanced ones. So the thing about this is that I'm fully upgraded with this character, so for me it's not really difficult. But if you play the game right now, these sentinels can be quite difficult, so just be careful with that. Alright, so save the settlement from the sentinels. That objective is now complete. I also seem to notice an engineer here. I guess this is one of those important NPCs that we have to talk to, but we're gonna go back to the overseer and talk to him, I guess. And he's not here though. Okay, so interloper must replace them. Strong command required. I guess this guy is sick of it all. He's just like, you know what? Get the keys. Go ahead, it's your settlement. I don't really care about this anymore. He's just sitting at the bar right now, so I'm just gonna leave him in peace. But this essentially brings us to the main settlement control point, or hub, I guess. This is the settlement hub interface right here. You should see it in the middle. I guess that this looks different to each civilization, but it gives us a general idea of what this, you know, settlement feature will all be about. So you have the overview of the settlement, the population size 43 citizens. They are not really that happy and their productivity is quite low. Even more so, maintenance cost is way higher than what I'm producing per day. But it also shows us this feature pretty much, like automated climate shields. It decreases maintenance cost, which is really nice, but then there's a lot of debuffs to the overall population, you know, happiness, like food, it's pungent food cannery, reduce citizens' happiness, sinister AI overlord, yeah, reduces citizens' happiness, and highly radioactive and lazy citizens. Whatever, we're just gonna seize authority. So now it is pretty much ours, and we get to do stuff now. I haven't done anything yet, by the way, so construct an overseer's office. Let's do that. Let's see how this works like. So if we go here, we need silicate powder, which I believe I can just make by going in and digging. Alright, so this is my mining multi-tool, and now what we need is just silicate powder. So I'm just gonna try to dig this really quickly and build something out of it. I'm glad that it uses silicate powder, by the way, because it means it's easy to set stuff up. Alright, that should be enough. Let's go back, and I think we're gonna go right here and start constructing it. So it starts constructing it. I think that this is actually the base we interact with, and it starts constructing by itself from the looks of it. Like, this reminds me of old RTS games. I guess it makes sense. And it tells me construction remaining 1 minute and 12 seconds. So it shows you the progress right there at the bottom. And if you look right here in the terminal, it also shows you the time remaining, which is 1 minute and in this case 1 second. So we're just gonna wait for that and check it in just a little bit. Alright, and now it is done, and it looks something like this. So it is completed. I think these walls need to go. Supply material, 5 metal plating. So it's still not done yet, but I mean the main portion of it, the main building is, you know, up and running, I guess. We just need these plated walls to just go away. So construction time remaining another 1 minute. I guess we're gonna wait for that as well. But in the meantime, I want to check these buildings out. So this is how this looks for this particular settlement. I've seen way different kinds of ones in like a different GAG system, and they were a lot more technologically advanced than, well, just these random ass Vikings. Like, the Vikings definitely seem to be the most backwards of all these civilizations, definitely the most run down and not as advanced as everybody else, but it still looks like a cool structure. What's cool about this is that there's actually a robot that apparently is doing some construction here. Like, I've been using these in the past, you know, kind of to make it seem that they are managing the base, but I guess they're now right here doing their bit. They're kind of clipping through the wall though, so I kind of wish it was a little bit more immersive than that. But it's 98, 99 complete, and bam! That's how it is. That's how you construct your overseer office building, and it looks pretty neat, not gonna lie. There's a little bit of a, you know, like, outside area here where you can probably invite some friends over, but more important, inside, it looks quite cozy, and there's somebody already in here. For some reason, there's this guy, the engineer guy. Alright. Alright, there's no lights yet, but I guess we'll make do. So, settlement administration terminal. View construction opportunity and view settlement status. So, we're gonna go over this. We can approve a lot of stuff. So, we can approve a saloon, or we can approve a farm module. Begins construction of a agri module, and it adds like 96,000 productivity, or we can begin a, you know, a saloon. So plus 4% citizen happiness, but production is going down quite a little bit. I think they need food more than alcohol, so I will go this time around with this farm that they definitely need, because booze, I mean, it can come later, but, you know, happiness is probably not like their strong point right now. We can also check how it's going actually with happiness. Productivity is really low, and they probably don't have any food, but we definitely need money, and we're in debt. We're already in debt, dude, like 74,000 units in debt. Reduce debt by constructing buildings and investing settlement features to increase production and reduce maintenance costs. So banks will probably be on my butt immediately after this. I don't think it will last too long, but you know what, we're gonna check how that is. And it's funny you can create buildings. That is actually really awesome. So this is the next building. I guess this is the farm thingy, and it requires chromatic metal. Thank God I have some of that. And holy smokes, it requires 1 hour and 33 minutes. But there's a stranger that just arrived. So it's not like you have to wait for that 1 hour to go by. You can just like do some other stuff in the meantime. In this case, we got some random event here with some stranger, I guess. What is this stranger though? So greet settlement visitor. If I greet them, it adds sentinel radar, but it's... Oh my god, dude, it's adding so much to my settlement that holy smokes. If I decline him, I obviously don't really get anything. So, planetary specialist requests to do business with the overseer and asks for respect as an equal. They ask if their sentinel radar would assist us for a small fee of 96,000. That right there. Oh boy, 170,000. Oh yeah, there it is. So sentinel radar decreases sentinel attention. So now sentinel attention is still 11%, but that is the alert level. So it means probably we're not gonna get attacked as often. I think there should be a list eventually when we get to explore everything about each and every single one of these features that you can get on a settlement and which ones to pick from, because obviously I think you kind of have to mix and match them. Also, new citizen. So these actually happen a lot more often than I anticipated. There's another dispute that we need to solve. Alright. Alright. So Liquidator Full has lost their pair of boots. They insist Machinist room key is behind the loss, having recently acquired a similar item. The item itself is battered and appears to have changed hands many times over the years. Who has the true claim? I mean, dude, you kind of have to go, but it shows me unknown outcome. Meanwhile, this one doesn't really show me anything. So let's go with the unknown outcome, even though I kind of don't believe it is. Like, this guy didn't show any evidence, but whatever, we're gonna go with that. Alright, let's see. Oh no, he was wrong. Settlement warning, atmosphere of suspicion. What? Oh boy. Alright, so we got a new negative trait here. Atmosphere of suspicion reduces citizen happiness. Not that it was that high to begin with anyway, so you know what? I don't really care. I mean, you guys can handle it out like adults. Which would be since you're Viking just shooting at each other, but... And there it is, folks. I think it's finally done. So, yeah, the building is here. This is it. This is the building. This is all it required. This is the whole thing in its beauty. There's some heat capacitors. I guess this is how they look on the outside. Or maybe this is just the engine that deals with heat and maybe powers up this entire operation. Inside of it, it looks like a production line. I'm not sure what I built. I kind of forgot what I've been building because I've been doing this for a long time, and in post it looks good, but I've been running around like crazy for a while at this point. Now here is how it all looks. We've already expanded this base by quite a bit. We've expanded it with 2 whole buildings, and this is an overview of what it looks like. Definitely looks like something I would expect in a Star Wars kind of setting, you know, like go in and see some of these buildings. Like this Viking setting right here definitely reminds me of that a little bit. Now what I will check before I end this video is what exactly has happened in the meantime with these citizens and how much my thing changed. So view citizens request settlement that begins settlement expedition. Ooh, okay. A group of citizens wish to undertake an expedition across the planet. They have been studying the stars, but their charts are inadequate. They cannot map accurate positional measurements from within the settlement and need to repeat. Okay, whatever, a little bit more depth. How bad that can be. I mean, come on, dude. It's not like there's any No Man's Sky. Ugh. Time until cleared. 4 hours. What does that mean? Is the repo coming in 4 hours, or is my debt clear in 4 hours? I think productivity is good enough to maybe make that amount of money in the meantime. But we got Sentinel radar, we got automated climate shields. Lazy citizens are still there. We haven't done really anything in terms of improving it too much outside of making a couple of buildings, but I'm gonna take it. I like how it is so far. I like that I can manage my own stuff and my buildings and my citizens. I will spend actually a lot of time with this feature just because it looks so cool. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I guess with the new settlement system, this is all we've been able to build so far, but there's plenty of random events regarding it. So I will see you guys in another video, and yeah, peace out.